For more reaction to the ICJ ruling, I'm now joined by Rina King from Jews for a Free Palestine. ICJ finds in favour of say that Israel is suspected of genocide but doesn't order the ceasefire. What is your reaction to these findings, Rina, and appreciate you making the time this afternoon?
Good afternoon, Hugo, and thank you for having us on the air. Well, Israel has been ordered, in terms of Article of Genocide S2, that they are not allowed to kill people, kill Palestinians, and also to harm their emotional state. And they must allow aid in. So, to my mind, and to do this, they are going to have to do a ceasefire. Because how do you stop harming people's emotional state by continually bombing them like they did last night?
Well, clearly, if they were bombing them last night, then it doesn't quite equate to a ceasefire, does it not? Why did the ICJ not order a ceasefire? And what factors would have influenced this decision?
Well, it's possible, it's speculative on our part, but it's possible that because Hamas was not party to the court action, they didn't see themselves clear at ordering a ceasefire. But it's speculation on our part why they didn't order a ceasefire. But if you say that you cannot kill Palestinians, how can they fire on Palestinians without killing them? So effectively, that's a ceasefire.
Now, the issue of Hamas and their legal standing, if you will, seems to be a stickler in these conversations, because they're not part of the conversation, and there's obviously the ruling that speaks to what Israel can or cannot do. How does Hamas fit into the equation, do you think, in implementing this agreed or suggested ceasefire that you interpret?
According to the convention, there's no excuse for genocide. No excuse for genocide. And hence, Hamas is irrelevant in this equation, because Israel has been found to be suspected of committing genocide, and hence they must stop killing Palestinians. That is what they have been ordered to do.
So let's talk about... Sorry, Rina, please carry on.
And they must stop starving Palestinians, and they must let aid in, and they must stop harming the mental state of Palestinians by continually bombing them and destroying the whole of Gaza, destroying houses, destroying universities, destroying churches, mosques, etc.
In the reaction that we've received from much of South Africa, at least certainly from the ANC and its NEC, which is currently meeting, has been one of a victory of sorts. What has been your reaction, firstly, as the South African Jews for a Free Palestine, and what is the reaction on the ground in Gaza? How have the people of Palestine that are living in the enclave reacted to this ruling?
Well, our first reaction is that we're very proud to be South African Jews, and that South Africa has done something about this genocide. South Africa and the Houthis seem to be the only people really doing proactive work around stopping the genocide from occurring. As we watch with horror on our screens what is happening day in and day out, and the starvation meted out to the Palestinians. Israel is clearly not listening to the court judgment, and it's the highest court in the world, really, where Netanyahu says, well, they talk rubbish. I'm the one that's truthful. And it's the neo-colonial arrogance that is ignoring this court ruling and the measures that need to be taken to stop this genocide.
Now, Rina, as we take a look at the support that the Palestinians have received in Gaza, courtesy of the great work that the people of South Africa have put into this court case at the ICJ, what are the supports is coming to the people of Palestine from across the world?
So the Palestinians were very elated at the decision of the court, although they also knew full well that Israel would not abide by it. But it is a step in the direction of hearing the Palestinian plight. For one of the first times in 75 years, the world has heard what the Palestinians are subjected to. And despite the Israeli lies, Israel lies constantly about the occupation and about how the oppression of Palestinians, and also saying that Palestinians reject negotiations, where actually it's Israel that has never really negotiated in good faith. So although Palestinians were very pleased and very congratulatory towards South Africa and the ruling of the ICJ, Israel, together with the neo-colonial powers of America and the UK, are just ignoring the court rulings and the measures that need to be taken by the court, that the court has meted out and said need to be taken to prevent genocide.
Rina King from SA Jews for a Free Palestine. Appreciate your time this afternoon.